Okay, can you hear me now? It's crazy because I even checked the setting and made sure that the volume was on, and for some reason it turned itself off. So now you guys haven't heard anything I've said, and I've been talking to you. You just didn't hear it. So anyway, welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet. Am I first? I have no volume. You were first, Leanne. Welcome. I'm here, but gathering garbage, washing dishes, so I will be back and forth. No sound, my friend. You're no volume. I cannot hear you. Can't hear you. Hello, Natalie is not looking at our comments. Okay, now. Good morning, Becky and Larissa. Oops, repeat all that you've said. I will try to repeat everything I said. So welcome back to my channel. Oh wait, how do I start my videos? Hello, welcome to my hello. Welcome. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet. How can I forget this? I just recorded several videos. Anyway, I'm happy to have you here for my 10-hour live. I've been up since 5 and I'm doing the live until 1 a.m. I know I'm a little crazy. What I was saying is I don't normally wear this shirt or my other couple shirts that are just like this. They're from Target. Because the sleeves are really short and I don't like my arms. I mean, I wear it in public and stuff, but just I don't do it on my videos or my lives. But it's 90 degrees here today. And the house that we live in is 102 or 103 years old. And it was never retrofitted with central air. It's got heat, but not central air. So we have 3 window units. Last year we only had 2. This year we have 3 because we actually 2 of them. One of them came with the apartment. 2 of them we got for free. Mr. Boyfriend is amazing like that. Anyway, so we have one in our bedroom, the living room, and the dining room. And the kitchen gets it from the dining room one. But then the bathroom, the guest room, and this room, not so much. So I don't know if you guys remember, but last year or at some point, the ceiling fan used to make a lot of noise and would only run on high. I don't know why, but when I turned it on for the first time, whenever that was, like a month ago, it now doesn't do high. It has a lower um, setting and it doesn't make a lot of noise. So I have it on. I may need to use my little fan, but that may raise the volume. You guys couldn't hear me before, so I don't know that will matter. But that's why I'm in the shirt. And you didn't hear anything. Just laid up. Miley says hi to her peeps. Mr. Boyfriend is with his son and is not going to be home for basically the entire life. I have this persistent cough that I've had since I got the upper respiratory or sinus, whatever it was, when after Metal Fest. I don't remember when that was, a couple weeks ago, and it drives me bonkies. But anyway, so let me catch up with. Oops, yes, we can hear you. Hi, Becky and Leanne. Hello, everybody. Okay, so welcome everybody that's here. Try a fan at the door to pull in a little air. I don't have like a box. I do have a box fan, but where is it? I don't know where it is. But I have all my drinks ready. I have a soda, which I just had a craving for. I don't typically drink soda. Seltzer, yes, but not like Diet Coke anymore. I used to like crazy. But I have my water bottle. I have my mixed beverage, not alcohol, water, and 2 different flavor packets or whatever you want to call them, and an energy drink. I have some. I just ate. I like flew in. I've only been home for about an hour and a half, roughly. I walked Miley. I heated up some food that I prepared last night. Had some last night. We yes, and I had it today. Made sure that I had leftover for today. I heated that up. Came back from Miley. Ate it really quick. I prepared and cut up some strawberries earlier. I had and washed some blueberries, and I have a plate with some grapes and some cheese. So I should be set for the whole live. I shouldn't have to get up to get anything unless I need to use the restroom. So I tried to prepare everything since Mr. Boyfriend's not here to help me, which was one of the reasons why I decided to do the live, but then realized I don't have somebody here to grab stuff for me if I need it. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword there. Anyway, so this live is tied in with the fundraising event I'm doing for the longest day, which supports Alzheimer's and dementia. as well as Alice's Embrace, which is any donations. If anybody wants to send either lap gans or shawl that would be donated to Alice's Embrace, they would then give it to someone suffering with either one of those diseases, and it would be embracing them. There is absolutely no pressure to donate monetarily if you can't or don't want to. There's no pressure to donate a shawl or a lapgan if you don't want to. If you do want to, my address is in the description box below. Just feel free to send it to me. If I get like a car full of donations, shucks, we'll have to drive to Minneapolis and go to Minnehaha again and to Stephen B's local yarn shop. I haven't posted that video because typically if there's some sort of a claim to copyright songs or whatever, it gives me the option where I can either delete the sound altogether, which of course I don't want to do because then my voice isn't there. I could do a voiceover, but it would do it for the whole, well, I could do it for a segment, or it would give me the option, which would take a longer time for YouTube to go through and take out that song portion or do nothing. In this particular case, whatever song it was that was playing, I don't get any of those options. It just says your video will not be monetized. That person's going to get all the money. This is Stephen B's yarn shop. This video could be huge. That kind of irritates me. So I'm trying to fight it somehow or find a way to edit it with the software that I have without having to go into additional expense and get that part out so that I can post that video finally, as well as the interview with him, which was going to be a separate video, which was only like 10 minutes long. But I don't know if there's any kind of music in there that would interfere. So I'm really irritated with that. But why did I get into that? Oh, longest day and whatever. Anyway, so I would have to then drive to Minneapolis and drop the stuff off to Stephen B, who will then give it to, he's a partner with Alice's Embrace. He would then forward it over. Or, you know, depending on what I would get, I would then just send it to him or send it directly to Alice's Embrace. Again, absolutely no pressure to do either one of them. But what I decided that my events that I would do would be 2 10-hour lives that were a fundraising live, a fundraiser live, and crochet. So that's what I'm doing. No pressure to have to do either one. I am also, for the month of June, having a Scentsy party. My live that I did with my consultant who showed a bunch of stuff is in the description box below, as well as my shoppable party link. Again, that's only if you want to go look at it. Links are in the description box below. I also do have a Facebook Messenger party group that if you'd like to be part of, I can add you. You just need to let me know what your Facebook handle is or name is. Okay, so I think that's all of the housekeeping. No, if you'd like to join our Facebook group, the link is in the description box below. It's Natalie's, ', Natalie's Closet Fiber Arts Community. There's 3 simple questions to answer. What else is there? If you'd like to send me a postcard, because I love collecting postcards, again, my P.O. box address is in the description box below. Is there anything else? I don't think so. I think that's all of the like housekeeping stuff. I thought I wanted to tell you guys about something else. Oh, if you do want to donate to the longest day, the link to donate to my fundraiser is in the description box below. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. I just wanted to let you know that link is in the description box. I do also have my memberships that I just revamped. There's only 2 levels now, $1.99 and $2.99 a month. I put the link up in the pinned it if you're interested in that. And then, of course, there's always super chats and super stickers, but I'm not asking for any kind of donations. That would be, if you did a super chat or super sticker, that would be something for me. If you want to donate to the longest day, that would have to go through the link in the description box below. because I don't want, if you're wanting to donate to the longest day, I don't want there to be, I don't even, I haven't even checked if it's still 30% or is YouTube taking more, but I wouldn't want your donation to be cut by that amount because you did it through Super Chat or Super Sticker. Does that make sense? So if you want to just send something for the channel, that's cool. That's Super Chat, Super Sticker. If you want to donate to Longest Day, please do it through the link. Okay, that's it. So now we have to see how many octopi I can make. I have a couple of examples of ones that I have. I have a seed or something stuck in my tooth and it's driving me bonkies. And I don't know why, because I flossed and brushed my teeth. I had a strawberry right before I got online. Here's Natalie's link to the donation area. Oh, thank you so much, Leanne. I appreciate that. For more info on Alice's Embrace. Thank you very much, Leanne. I really appreciate it. So this is my little octopus. He's $5 at my markets. And why does he? Okay, it's very frustrating trying to make stuff look right when you're doing it like opposite on camera. He looks crooked. He's not crooked, I promise you that. But anyway, I've changed the tentacles so they're a little bit longer and a little bit more curly cued because it makes a huge difference. But these are my little ones. These are $5 at my market. Then I have my medium size. It's the same pattern. It's just that this is made with Premier Parfait Chunky. And then this one in particular was made with Big Twist Posh. If I use Bernat Blanket, it's about the same size, maybe a little smidge smaller. These are $10 at my market, but I just love the tentacles, the way I decided to do them. And ever since I changed them, oh my goodness, people just eat them up. Okay, not literally, but my little ones, it's hard to keep them in stock. Okay, not hard to keep them in stock. I typically have some that I've come home with. And it's hard for me to say, okay, well, I'm going to make a bunch of this color because I sold a bunch of that color at this market, because then the next market, I end up selling an entirely different color. So I try to do at least one of each color. And then if I have time, I try to have at least 3 of every color. That's not always possible, but I try to. So anyway, $5. He's $10 at my markets. And then I can't remember. This is how I liked the tentacles, but I think I did the increase, or I did the curly cues with 3 double crochets or single crochets, I think. I have it written down. In each chain on this one, because the tentacles are tighter. However, I don't like these eyes. These were original eyes that I got, and they're not shiny. They're not really that sparkly, even in any light that I have. Like, you can see it's supposed to sparkle, but it doesn't actually sparkle. And they like, you can feel them. So then this one was a new one. However, I was testing out the different tentacles, but I wasn't gonna frog them in order to see which way I liked it better. I just made like 2 different ones. However, I didn't write down exactly what I did. So we're gonna practice with that today. But this one has looser tentacles, still has a longer chain to them. They're just looser. I have had many people like the looser tentacles, but I've had more people like the tighter tentacles. But these eyeballs I ordered specifically, and it's funny because I ordered the brand on Amazon, but they came to me saying a different brand on them. I'm like, what? However, the eyes are the ones that I wanted, except I wanted different backings that showed on the listing, and they were different. But these actually sparkle. I mean, here you could see that they sparkle, but like in different lights, they actually sparkle. And I have had countless people, including people that crochet, say, oh my gosh, where do you get your eyes? Your eyes set your items apart from, and like, I was at a show and there were like 5 other crocheters, And I knew that that was going to be the case, but I told the vendor, the promoter, I'm confident in my product. I have no problem. Plus, I was in the entryway because I requested that. But there were 5 other crocheters. And even one of the other crocheters that had a booth there was like, where do you get your eyes? I mean, your eyes are amazing. So I ended up getting a bunch of different sizes in this brand. I'm going to start making my own eyes at some point, just not right now, because we have 2 other businesses that we are needing to get going for an event. Anyway, so these are the 2 different types of tentacles. Personally, I like this one with the tighter tentacles. I just don't like the eyes. So I have all the eyes that I want to use. However, for my little ones, I used to use smaller eyes, but they didn't look right on my large octopi. The large octopi go for $15 at my markets. I like the little ones. You see how they sparkle? Like, okay, they actually sparkle. Same thing with these guys. They actually sparkle. I have glow in the dark eyes that I got for my stingray, but I thought they were safety eyes with backings. They're actually flat. They have a sticker, but they don't stick to the fabric. So I used, what is it, 6,000, that glue that's supposed to be safe, like for like stuffies and stuff. Like something 6,000 or something 3,000 or something 5,000 or whatever it is. I have that. However, I can't find it. So I'm not going to be using these eyes. But when I put them on one stingray, I use them on one stingray because I wanted to see people's reactions. OMG, that stingray got so much attention. However, some people they weren't looking to buy a stingray. They just loved the eyes. So these are those eyes, and they glow in the dark, but they have different like irises and stuff, but they're flat, and I don't have the glue. I think Mr. Boyfriend took it to use it on something. I'm not blaming him. I think I remember he asked for the glue, or maybe it could be in one of my project bags. I don't know. But anyway, I love these eyes. I wanted to try them on my baby octopi because they're about the same size. But I don't have the glue to do it. And I don't have a hot glue gun. So I'm stuck. Let's see. They are adorable. Thank you, Leanne. Those are so cute. Thank you, Lori. Welcome. How are you? I have a baby one just because. Yes, you do. You will have a lovely amount in stock after you're live. Fingers crossed. I haven't even started it and I'm at 21 minutes. Okay. I have 9 hours and 40 minutes left, but yes, I will. Can you do a tutorial for those? Actually, oh crap. Shoot. Sorry. I actually forgot. I was going to link her tutorial. The only thing is I made adjustments, and only to the tentacles. But let me go to YouTube because I just pulled it up today so I could write out the pattern. I could do a tutorial to show you the original pattern that I used, because there are a lot of people that do octopus patterns. This pattern that I use is from All From Jade. All From Jade is amazing. She does amazing stuff. She has a book, a pattern, an amigurumi book and everything. I love her stuff. She herself has like 2 or 3 octopus patterns. I think this one is the one that. Is this the one? I think this is the one. This is interesting because the beginning part of it, because she has one where you do the big octopus and you have it hollow inside, and then you have a bunch of not this kind of baby, like baby ones that can go inside, and then you can pull them out, whatever. That would be cool, except I don't do tiny amigurumi. This is like the smallest. My stingray. What else do I have for $5? Oh, this, my stingray, and my scrunchies are my $5 items at markets. I typically go bigger. Like, I use Sweet Snuggles. My bees are like huge. They're like big bees. That pattern is from Katie Dids on Instagram. It's a free pattern. The smallest yarn I typically use is the Big Twist Posh or Parfait Premier Parfait Chunky, which are both chunky yarns. I think Big Twist Posh is chunky. I would never consider it super chunky, but I don't do like 4-weight yarns and stuff. The only time I do 4-weight yarns, like Karen Simply Soft or stuff like that, are for Lovey blankets. Okay. I guess that's not an accurate thing to say when you're seeing primarily fingering weight yarn behind me, but that's hand-dyed yarn. That's an entirely different thing with me. Seeing as though Leanne, I think you know, what is the percentage that you have to change in order to be able to call a pattern your own? Like if you've done a pattern, but you've made X amount of percentage of changes, 25%, 40%, 10% changes, then you can consider it your own pattern. I don't know that this would qualify for that. I mean, I don't know that it would be a problem for me to do a tutorial. I did make changes. I don't make them like she does. As far as the tentacles are concerned. Let me think about that, Lori, and see if I can do that. Also, my other issue would be I don't have the setup anymore like I used to. Because I used to have an arm that held I think my phone is how I did it. But I had a different phone that actually had an SD card, so I could actually change out the SD cards and have plenty of space. Now phones don't have SD cards because they want you to do everything, pay for a cloud account and download it to that. I don't save anything to the clouds. So my phone is always full. Like even trying to do a little video, 30-second video to send to my mom of Miley, I have to like delete stuff to be able to do it. It's so frustrating. And the camera that I have is a GoPro. I have to figure that out, Lori. If I can figure all of the logistics out of it, then yes. I have the same eyes. I think we are making chickens. I like the bigger eyes. Yeah. The eyes that I use on my large octopi are 24 millimeter. The ones I use for my medium are 18 millimeter. And then the small ones are 12 millimeter, which I used to never use 12 millimeter eyes, but I used to do bigger eyes on my baby octopi. I think I use 16 millimeter as a general rule on my baby octopi. But then when I tried the little ones, I was like, I kind of like that better. So that's how I stuck with it. How do you find attaching them? I've just purchased a tool to help me. I struggle trying to clip them on. I got this Safety Eye Gizmo Gurumi supply. It's okay. However, if I'm trying to attach, I'm in the car, I'm trying to attach them, you really have to have a lot of strength to be able to get it to the total safety clasp. If I'm at home, I just go up against like the entertainment center or something that's like solid hardwood and I push it down. It's a great idea, great tool, but like my desk is glass. I would never attempt to push up against it with this tool. Now, I have seen a tool to be able to do it that is amazing. It's like a clampy thing, like you actually tighten it and it clamps them closed and it protects the eyes so that they don't get scratched and stuff. I would love to get it. I think I have it like in my saved for later on Etsy. I don't remember how much it is. I want to say like $20, $25. In all honesty, if you're making a lot of amigurumi, it's an absolute worth it investment. Believe me, because it's a pain in the tuchus to put these eyes on. I have ripped my hands off or apart trying to do it for so long. That's why I ended up getting this thing, because I thought, oh, that's amazing. And I watched the video and it's like, oh, that's super cool and super easy and super whatever. It is good. It is a good tool if you have a solid surface to be able to put it on and push down on the eye. I would rather have that other tool because I think it's amazing. The tentacles are what I am interested in. I really like those. I know. Aren't they so cute? I mean, look at that. That's so adorable. I had one person say, well, those are too big for that. And I'm like, dude, then don't look at it. I love it. And I tend to make stuff with the colors that inspire me and the items that inspire me, not necessarily what everybody else is selling that seems to be successful. Not that I wouldn't make like one or two just to have them, but it has to inspire me. It has to spark something in me in order for me to do it, because it's my business and I don't want to be making stuff because I have to make it. I want to make it because I want to make it. And the more I'm inspired to make it, the more passionate I am when I'm selling it and able to actually sell it, versus just like, okay, yeah, I made this and it's, $10 and whatever. No, who wants that? Nobody wants that. Where is my charger? Right here. Okay, let me charge my phone really quick. And I need to drink something. What do I want to drink? I have 4 different drinks here. And I got strawberries and blueberries and cheese and grapes. I'm all set for 10 hours. Except for drinking. Ow. I will tell you, I mean, as I'm going, I found Jade. Did you want the link in the chat now? Yeah, that's cool. I have no problem with that. I normally, when I talk about the different things that I made, like when I do my market prep videos, I always try to reference the pattern if I remember where to get it or how to get it or whatever the case is. Very much worth it. The clamp sounds great. Yeah, let me see if I can find it on Etsy really quick. I mean, in my save thing. If I can't find it, I'm not going to worry about it. Ooh, that's a cute thing, but it's not a pattern. All right, let's see. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, crap. I forgot to get that. All right, let's see. I got that. Clamp. Here it is. And I saw somebody using it, not just this post. I followed a link from somebody who was using it, and it is by Darby's Crojo Mojo. DARBYS is in Sam. CROJOMOJO is the seller. And it's the Crojo Mojo Safety Eye Jig. It's $16. That's amazing. It's an amazing, I don't know if it's going to show. Hold on. Okay, this is what it looks like. I'm hoping you're not getting too much glare. That's what it looks like. This is the video she has. Those are the backings that drive me bonkies, which are the ones I have on a lot of my eyes. See how it's like a padded surface that goes against the eye to prevent it from scratching? But I saw somebody actually using it. That's showing the eye in it, right there. Oh, it's showing like you push that lever and slide forward to open. But anyway, I saw somebody actually using it and I was like, whoa. So I went into their comment section, their description box, clicked on the link, and I was like, okay, I want to get it. I just haven't gotten it yet. You know what? I'm going to add it to my cart. Oh, there's a pattern I need to get and do for a friend of ours. Forgot about that. He wants Finn, the human amigurumi plushie. I don't know if you guys know what that is. I don't know who that is, but whatever. That's what he wants. Thank you for all from Jade's link. She's amazing. I'm telling you, she does incredible work. She has incredible patterns, and she has a ton of tutorials on YouTube. I'm gonna start making what is this? An octopus. Holy cats. Seriously. I wanted you guys to pick the color. So I can't pull them all down, unfortunately, because I can't pull them down right now. But I have, oh wait, that's not Parfait Chunky. That's Posh. Okay, I have made baby octopi out of Posh. They just come out a little bit different. I love Posh. I adore Posh, and I hate that. Well, actually, Posh is coming to Michael's, so at some point. We don't know if it's going to be online only. Michael's doesn't know if it's going to be online only or in stores, but it will be around. $3.35. Why is there stuff all over my mug? Ah. Leanne, please get this tool, Natalie. You did not have to send me money so that I could get this tool. You're so sweet. Thank you. $30 Australian. It's a lot of money. Thank you, Leanne. You're very, very sweet. I know you've been with me since the beginning. You're very sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, but I will get the tool. Thank you. Okay, so we have like a, oh wait, Parfait Chunky. In Parfait Chunky, we have a gray, which I'm not really thrilled about. I have this same teal. I have like a hot pink. I have what they consider a smoothie pink. I don't like working with it. They did something different with it, and I'm not too thrilled with it. I have an orange with like little dots on it. I have a hot, I guess, not really hot pink, maybe fuchsia with some little dots on it. I have yellow. I have black, which I need to do black. Should I make one in black? Then in Posh, okay, pick a color from Parfait Chunky. In Posh, I have like a bright orange, a bright yellow, a neon green, a neon pink, kind of like a muted yellow, a peach, a royal blue, a lighter blue, a lighter, not light purple, but not dark purple, kind of like in the middle. I also have like, I wouldn't really call it baby pink, but not neon pink and not hot pink. And then I have like a lighter purple. So we're going to start out with the baby octopus. I have this other yarn that was supposed to be like Parfait Chunky that we got off of Facebook Marketplace. I think the woman, it was either free or it was like $5 for like 3, 6, 7, I think 7 skeins. I tried using it. It made my baby octopus like seriously baby, like as though I was using worsted weight or smaller. It's crazy. I'm not using that for this. I'd have to double strand, and I really don't feel like double stranding. Now, I use bigger hooks than most people do with Parfait Chunky, and I know when you do amigurumi, you should be doing smaller hooks. I also know that it's suggested that you do an under yarn under instead of yarn over. I have a hard time processing that, and so then I end up mixing it up, and then it looks really stupid. So I just go with the way my brain is going at the time. But I use a 7mm with Parfait Chunky, which would be the same with Posh, with Big Twist Posh or Bernat Blanket. I use typically a 9mm, sometimes an 8mm, but typically a 9mm. With Sweet Snuggles for my bees, I use an 11.5mm, which is actually what I think it calls for, or sometimes a 10mm. Sometimes it's also depending on what hook I have available. Honestly, I can't remember what I used for my large Octopi. I want to say it's an 11.5 millimeter. I pulled out the hooks that I have. Look at this one. I have this 9 millimeter one. It's holographic and sparkly. It's not as comfortable for me to use because it's a shorter. And I don't really like the hook, but I really loved the person that made these a couple years ago, and I wanted to support her. It was when I was doing my whole that year of supporting small businesses. You need it, my friend. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate it very, 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 very much. Thank you, sweet, thoughtful Leanne. Yes, very much. Thank you. Okay, so what color? Nobody said a color. I told you the Posh colors we have available. I told you the Parkway Chunky colors we have available. If nobody answers what color, I guess I'll just go and pick a color. I don't know why, but I'm on an orange kick. Like, I'm really loving orange. I don't know if you guys know of Brahmin handbags. They're very expensive. They're crocodile. Okay, not that I'm for, like, and just, I prefer getting a quality purse and having it for 20 years than getting it and it looking basically the same, spending more money, versus buying probably 30 purses in that time frame, spending way more money on it, and having them fall apart all the time. I know a lot of people like to match with their outfits and stuff. I'm not really worried about that. I go with black purses typically. Anyway, why did I go there? What just made me go there? I have no idea why I went to purses and asking you that. Colors? Oh, yeah. There's an amazing blue one. It's like not just blue, it has like this other color through it. Oh my God, it's amazing. Orange. Thanks, Mom. But oh no, they had an orange one. They had an orange one. I was like, oh my God, it's amazing, this orange one. But I'm not getting one. I haven't gotten one in forever. But a girl can dream, right? So I get the email. So I gotta open it and look. Actually, Mr. Boyman gets the emails too. They have a clearance section, that clearance website where you could really get some great stuff. Okay, so I've got, let me pull this orange. I can't reach that orange from here. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. I'm just going around here to get this orange. Oh, I have this orange too. Oh, and I have a bright green. I think I have enough of this one to make at least one, but ugh, I don't like this one. I don't like this one. This is mango. Oh, it looks so different on camera. Okay, here is about kind of, sort of. It's like a really deep, I don't know why it's called mango, because to me, I don't see this as mango. But then this is Parfait Chunky. This is like that, what did I tell you it was called? Smoothie. It comes out a weird size. They did something to it. Then there's this Parfait Chunky Pom Pom, which has these little pom-pom colors in it. There's blue, pink, yellow. I don't think there's any green. Blue, pink, yellow, I think, are the main colors. So there's this orange Parfait Chunky pom-pom, which should be totally enough to do a small octopus. And then there's this bright neon. Oh my God, this isn't doing it any justice. This is neon orange. Like, what is the color on it? Okay, they call this Mandarin Orange Glow. I don't know why this would be Mandarin anything, but it is bright like the sun. Not quite, but it's bright. So which one? Not this one. Not the dark one. Okay, let's take the dark one out. I don't want to do that one. Which one? The super bright? I mean, this one's pretty bright. It's a bright orange. I mean, it's an orange, and it has the pom-poms in it. Or the super bright. Super bright. My mom knows me so well. Now, this one will likely turn out a little bit different than this one because it's the Posh versus the Parfait Chunky. But I need Posh ones. I don't think I have any I may have a hot pink one in Posh. I don't know. And me personally, I know a lot of people in markets have a sign that says the item, like baby octopus, $5. I actually label every single one because some people don't bother scanning the signs, and there are people that don't want to ask questions. Or you may be talking to somebody and they don't want to interrupt you. And if they don't see, or if it's not clear, they may pass you by. So I mark every single thing so there is no question. I don't have signs on my table. I just mark every single item. So anybody that picks anything up will know exactly how much it is. Super bright. Mandarin orange glow with the squiggly tentacles. Okay, so we're going Mandarin orange glow. Let's see if we're going to get yarn barf. I got to pay attention and see if Mr. Boyfriend, he's like, okay, well, I won't bother you during the live. I'm like, I can't go 10 hours without talking to you. Yep, yarn barf. Except, wait a minute. Okay. I hate yarn barf so much. What is happening? There's like no end in here. Okie dokie. Oh, I have been thinking about, because we're kind of going in a different direction and at the end of August with a market, something we've never done, and where we have to actually like get our other two businesses going. There's no end here. Okay, there we go. There's the end. All right. And I know two YouTube crocheters who are on this particular platform and do online markets, basically, is what it boils down to, is an online market. Now, I'm part of 3 Facebook group markets that have a Facebook page attached. The groups are for the vendors, and then there's a Facebook group page that is open to the public. I don't know why I'm actually part of them, because I haven't paid for it, and I've told her that, but I keep being added to it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't actually use it because I don't think it's fair. I'm not paying to be on it. But, and it's not like she's said, oh, just go ahead. No problem. Okay. The recommended hook size, if you're using like it for just a random thing, is 8mm. I'm using 7mm. We'll see how it goes. It may come out small. You know what? It's going to come out smaller. It's thinner than Parfait Chunky by just a smidge. However, Parfait Chunky is a little more squishy because it's like velvety versus tubey. It's not really a tube, but it's hard to explain. Here, I'm going to pull this. I want to see. Oh my gosh, it's way smaller. And I don't want to rewrite the pattern. Do I want to double strand it? That may make it too thick. Hold on, let me put 2 strands together. Why is this so different? This is so weird. 2 strands is going to be too thick. Or should I use an 8mm? What does the Parfait Chunky actually call for? 8mm also, and I use 7. You know what? We're just going to go with it and see what happens. using a 7mm clover hook. Clover is my favorite hook. I do like the metal tips a lot, but when you get a 7mm or higher, it's the plastic tip. I actually had to switch. I don't remember what I was working on, but I actually had to switch to a different brand. I think it was a Susan Bates, so that it was metal, and it was an entirely different experience. I just don't remember what yarn it was. It wasn't for my octopi. What was I talking about before that? Oh, I was asking if I should go to 8mm. Do I have an 8mm hook here? Yes, I do. No, I'm going 7mm. All right, I'm going to do a magic ring. I always forget. Nope, that's the wrong way. No, it's not. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, yeah. The working yarn has to go over, right? I went into Michael. I'm actually going to be doing at least 2 videos, if not 4, because I went to 2 Michaels and two Hobby Lobbies. Our local Michaels that opened about 6 months ago wouldn't allow me to record. The associate was like, "You should have just done it, didn't not bother to ask." And I'm like, I don't want to do that and then have a manager come up to me and yell at me or give me grief or whatever. So I always ask before doing it. But evidently it's a corporate thing and I don't know what. She didn't give me a reason, but I was like, okay, fine. I won't record. I recorded outside for a split second. Did I get anything at that Michael's? I did. Sweet Snuggles Light, which I also use sometimes for, oh, that reminds me. Huh. I could have done that for my small octopus. Sweet Snuggles Light, evidently they just simply took off of the website and they took it off the shelves because they're saying that there was a manufacturing defect or error or something with it. However, they're not saying that it's coming back. I don't know if that's the same thing with the Loops and Threads Home Slim, I think is what the non-Sweet Snuggles line is. But they had 2 hot pink ones, and I had a 20% off coupon plus $10 off rewards. So it ended up being like $6 for 2 of them, which is $20 retail. I was like, okay, that's not a bad price. So I got those because I was afraid they were going to go away. Now, Sweet Snuggles and wait, let me make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Working with Sweet Snuggles and Sweet Snuggles Light can be a challenge. Oh, wait, where's my stitch marker? Can be a challenge because no, Parfait Chunky isn't, Parfait Chunky isn't as bad, but working with it is a pain in the tuchus because fluff is just coming off the end all the time. And trying to do a magic ring with Sweet Snuggles or Sweet Snuggles Light or Loops and Threads. What is the one for Sweet Snuggles? Loops and Threads Home something, and then Home Slim is one of the most annoying things on the planet. I'm going to be honest. It is so hard. I understand that you can do a chain and I like doing the magic ring. Becky may be right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I may end up messing these up because I'm talking and not really paying attention. We'll see what happens. We'll see how many I can get done. Posh is not as bad. Parfait Chunky isn't the easiest. And in all honesty, I don't know that I've done a magic ring with the Parfait Chunky pom-pom. Let's see. Just say you're showing your friend what's there and to see if she wants you to get some. Not a bad idea. But then I went to the other Michaels that there is in the area. or not too far, 15 minutes, 20 minutes away. Did I ask? No, I didn't ask at that Michael's. It's funny because I was on the phone with my mom. I told her what happened at the other Michael's. And I'm like, the associate told me, just do it. Don't ask. And she's like, just do it. Don't ask. Thanks, Mom. So I just did it. I didn't ask. And nobody said anything. Hobby Lobby, the one near us, which has been, well, actually, they both have been around for a while. But I think this one is a little bit newer. I asked the manager, and she's like, honestly, I don't know how to answer you because nobody's ever asked me that. And I was like, okay, so can I? And she's like, well, yeah, go ahead. Unless somebody complains or something like that, just go ahead. And I was like, okay. So I told the associate that directed me to the manager, like the manager said I could do it as long as nobody complains. She's like, okay. And I don't get anybody in the view. So I was there to see if there was any clearance stuff because I've seen videos that clearance was around. There are a couple of things in that store, but then I went into the sticker section and I went into the crafting stuff, some stuff for our other business. And I went into another section and yeah, I found some stuff. So I texted Mr. Boyfriend and I was like, and I sent him pictures and he's like, you know that line, and if you think if it catches your attention, go ahead and get it. I was like, okay. Yay. So I got like stuff for stupid prices. I mean, like seriously stupid prices. And I actually got some stuff for a friend. We're meeting for dinner tomorrow night, which is super exciting. She's another crafter in the area. And any of you that know who I'm talking about, because we did a Joann's haul. Well, we didn't do, I showed mine and she showed hers, but we were there together. You know who I'm talking about. What is happening? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I guess I need to focus a little, just a little bit. Anyway, so I got her some F's because she makes a lot of F-bombs. And they were like 23 cents each. I was like, but then I didn't realize it when I picked them up at this Hobby Lobby. And then I went to the other Hobby Lobby. At the other Hobby Lobby, I noticed that it said iron on. And she hot glues them on. And I was like, is that okay? And she's like, yeah, that'll do. She's like, thank you so much. I'm like, I think they're a little bit bigger than what you typically use. And she's like, that's okay. I'll take them. I was like, awesome. So I picked those up. Uh-oh. I think I got ink on the yarn. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Feel free to comment. I will respond. And for those that may be new, if you're willing to subscribe, I would love it if you consider subscribing. And make sure to hit the notification button also so you're notified anytime I upload a video, or at least we hope that's what happens. And if you're wondering why I read the comments, it's because I have a lot of people who are maybe doing housework or maybe crocheting or whatever. So they hear what I'm saying, but they don't necessarily know what the chat's saying. So I read the chat, and then that way they know if they want to go ahead and chime in or not. That's just how I've always done my lives since I started. Oh, wait, Mr. Boyfriend texted me. Hold on a second. I got to see what Mr. Boyfriend said. Hold on a second. Okay, evidently Miley's saying hi to her peeps, but not really. She hears something. Miley, come here. Come here. Good girl. You want to say hi to your peeps? Like, actually say hi to your peeps? Look at all that yarn barf. Ugh. Come here. Up. Up. No. Up. Come up all the way. Will you come up all the way? Why won't you come up all the way? You're a good girl. She says hi to her peeps. She's just over here. Miley, up. Come here. All the way up. Come here. Up, up, up. Come here. Up, 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 up. Come here. Up. Up, up, up. Come up. Okay, you see her paws on my shoulders. Evidently, that's all she wants to do, right? You see her little snout? No, you can't see her snout. Sorry, monkey. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Okay, I got business to take care of, okay? I told your peeps you said hello. Okay? Lay down. You want a strawberry? Okay. I'll give you a strawberry. I have a plate here that's hers. Want a strawberry? Yeah. It's a good thing Daddy doesn't mind that we're eating in here. Maybe he doesn't care. She's smelling the table. Yes, there's strawberries and blueberries. No, I can't do this right now. Your peeps are waiting for me to make an octopus. Okay? Just lay down. If you're not going to come all the way up to say hello to them, then no. Lay down. Lay down. She wants more food, is what she wants. Because she is a foodaholic. That's all I got to say. All right, so now I'm on round 3. And I'm doing 1 single crochet and 1 increase around. There were 6 single crochets. There was magic ring and then 6 single crochets. Tighten it. Double 2 single crochets into each stitch. So then there would be 12 for the second round. Third round is 1 single crochet and 1 increase. So I just did 1, I think. And I don't know why I'm so slow today. You know what? I'm not gonna speed up in making these because while I'm talking and everything, it's all I need is to make mistakes. All right. Excuse me. Anyway, so where is everybody from? What are you working on? What do you have going on right now? I know I've been on here an hour and I have like part of 1 done. I knew that was going to be the case, but now I'm actually working on them. The beginning was kind of like talking about everything. And of course, anybody joining doesn't really know about what is going on and why I'm doing a 10-hour live, but I need to keep track, so I need to mark off. I wrote it down. Normally what I do when I'm making these, I'm so warm right now, it's crazy. Anyway, what I do when I'm making this, I've never written out the pattern, but I wrote it out this time. I just watch her tutorial. Oh my gosh, Wisconsin, Lori, we can meet. I'm in the Chicagoland area. We're in Wisconsin. We're in Milwaukee probably multiple times a month. Because we go to the rave for concerts often. We were just there for Milwaukee Metal Fest. We're going to go to Summerfest also. I think we won tickets for that or something. Oh my gosh. This is all now. Seriously. Oh. Does anybody hate yarn barf like I do? I would love to know. You're in Madison. So how far is that from Milwaukee? Or from the northwest suburbs of Illinois? Yes, Becky is in Georgia. We've met Becky 3 times. I think 3 times. We had this conversation, didn't we? The 2 of us met you twice and once with Mom, I think. Or twice with Mom. I don't know. Whatever. All I know is I've met her and she's amazing. All right. Now for the next 3 rounds, it's 1 single crochet in each stitch, which there should be 18. I won't count out loud in case somebody else is crocheting because I know that could be a bit problematic. And I'm a stickler with making sure. I love counting. So typically I would be like, really? I just had it in my head. Okay, I had it right. Let me just make sure that I actually have the right amount of stitches on this round, and then I guess I should be showing you that I'm crocheting. So I'll do it up. It just, that may slow me down a little. I don't know. An hour to 90 minutes. Oh, that's not bad. Milwaukee's an hour and a half. So, which would be 90 minutes. For Milwaukee Metal Fest, 4 days in a row, we drove back and forth. 4 days in a row. This year has been a wipeout for crocheting for me. I've just not been in the mood for it much at all. Still haven't stopped purchasing yarn though. Oh, I totally know what you mean. You guys saw my yarn room? And there's a lot that still needs to be put away. I haven't done that yet. I still have those 3 empty, and I'm working on that. It's not these things that I got from Ollie's are great for the bigger stuff because it can fit well, but without having actual walls, like the cubbies have a wall, it's just the clear plastic. For the smaller skeins, it's annoying because anytime you touch them, they all fall down. So yeah, I'm wondering how I'm gonna change that. What I might have to do is bring out these big things in there, but I don't have enough of big stuff to make that full. And I want to be able to have access to that without having to like search around for it like I would in the round. So I don't exactly know. Aussie here. Yes, Leanne is from Australia. 2 or 3 times, but who's counting? Yeah, exactly. Who's counting? I'm not counting. Whatever. I love you to pieces, and I'm so happy that we've met several times. Do you crochet, Lori, or have other crafts? Hello, my friend. How are you? Sorry, I have to drop off for now. Okay, no problem, Lori. I appreciate you being here, and like I said, I'll figure out the tutorial situation. If I can figure out logistically how to do it as well, I may reach out to Jade and see if she has a problem if I do the tutorial, since I'm using her pattern, but not because I changed the tentacles. If she would have a problem with me doing a tutorial with it, since it is primarily her pattern. But it was great meeting you. Or wait a minute, you've been around before, right? What am I doing? Anyway, thank you for being here. This is going to be interesting. I've been up since 5. The live's going until 1. Who said I'm not crazy? I crochet and do plastic canvas. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, I crochet. I'm going to start to knit again. my first item is going to be a pair of socks with yarn over there, and I can go grab that in just a second. I listened to first time chat. Okay, but you've commented in my videos, haven't you, before? I swear I recognize your name. I do have exciting craft things coming up, though. Our Crochet Guild convention is 2 weekends away. The following weekend is Yarn Fest, which is fantastic. Oh, that's awesome. And yes, I have no problem collecting yarn. Absolutely none at all. And in all honesty, I've been in a just don't want to crochet type thing, which is why this also helped, because it's forcing me to have to crochet. I have to crochet. Even if I don't do any other markets until the end of August, which is not the plan. There are 2 other August ones I'm trying to get into as just me. And we have a business, how do I call it? We have something that we are going to be doing with all of our businesses, as far as something with portions of sales, but it's not in place yet, so I'm not gonna officially talk about it. But we're also looking to get into some other festivals, because what we're doing at the end of August is actually a festival. We're actually sponsors of this festival. We are one of the sponsors of this festival, which is super cool. But we also would love to go to Rhinebeck this year. I don't know that that's going to happen because that's an expensive proposition. If not, we'll go to Wisconsin Sheep and Wool again, as well as Michigan Fiber Festival, likely. We'd love to go to Maryland Sheep and Wool, but we've heard if you're gonna go through that expense of going there, you might as well. Rhinebeck would be better. I just don't know. I don't know. The thing with Rhinebeck is we would likely have to drive, which we've been told would be the better way to do it versus flying there. Because if you fly there, I guess if you fly there, there's a lot of driving that you would have to do. So it would just be better to simply drive there. Having a camper would be ideal because then you have everything that you need. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. It would be amazing to go because the opportunity is easier right now. You guys will understand at a different time what I'm talking about, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I would love to go to Rhinebeck, and in all honesty, I don't know if because Chevis, you guys know I know Chevis with Chevy Rail stuff, or the stuff room. I don't think she went last year, or no, she went last year. She didn't go the year before. She may actually not be going this year, but it would be super cool to be able to, see them there. I'm just trying to find something. What I was telling you guys though is when I'm doing the octopi, I watch the video, but I'm not watching the video. I fast forward to where she says round 1. I mean, I know the pattern when I'm doing it over and over and over and over and over again. I know the pattern. But when it's been a while since I've done it, or a couple weeks since I've done it, that's how I do it. So I wrote it down for the first time. Becky, I think that was your suggestion, wasn't it? Write it down. So I don't have to be watching it, but I also like to see sometimes her working on it. Wait, I said I was going to do it on camera, right? Yeah, it's kind of awkward. I mean, I'm not really doing it that high up, but it's still awkward. So it's kind of slowing me down. And I'm yarn overing. I already told you guys that before. Wait, am I yarn overing? Yeah. Wait. No. Wait. Is that you? Miley? Miley, come here. Good girl. Am I yarn overing or am I yarn undering? I don't know. Whatever. I'm doing what works for me. I know it's not the same as when you're like working like proper amigurumi. Okay, this is technically proper amigurumi, but Lori maybe extreme severe thunderstorm, losing internet. Sorry. Oh no, that sucks. I'm so sorry about that.